It was a music festival for peace. Thousands of young people from around the world, unaware their world was about to be shattered. As Hamas flew, drove and ran in, they ran. Many were gunned down, killed like animals. Others taken hostage, beaten, raped and worse. Natalie Sanadaji is a Jewish American who was there that day and survived. She joins me now. Natalie, thank you so much for your time and for sharing your story. What happened at that music festival to you and how did you survive?
I got to the music festival with 3 friends. At around 6:30 a.m., one of the girls from our campsite had come to wake us up and alert us that some rockets had been intercepted overhead. After a few minutes, we started to realize that this wasn't just any other ordinary situation of just a few rockets. The rockets kept coming one after the other. A few minutes later, the festival security had shut off the music and requested that everybody please evacuate to their cars. I went to the restrooms by the exit of the festival, and a few days ago, a video had surfaced of the Hamas terrorists coming to those exact bathrooms and shooting at every bathroom stall, trying to kill anyone who was inside. If I was in those bathrooms moments later, I probably wouldn't be here today. Once we got back to our cars, the festival security asked everyone to please start driving. We start driving in one direction. At a certain point, the festival security asks everyone to pull their cars over to the side of the dirt road and get out and start running. And obviously, we couldn't understand why they were asking us to do this. We still didn't know that there were terrorists on foot. As soon as we heard the first gunshots, me and my 3 friends, we opened the car doors. We started to run. Kids were running in every direction. Nobody knew what direction was the direction of safety. And obviously, today we know that the terrorists were closing in on us from multiple directions. So the answer is there really was no direction of safety. When we were running, and we passed by a bunch of kids hiding in a ditch. And these kids told us, like, get in the ditch with us, like, come hide. And we almost did. So we continued running instead of hiding in the ditch. And we later found out that the kids that did stay back and hid in that ditch were shot and killed.
How long were you running for?
So we ran in total for about 4 hours. Every time we didn't hear gunshots for a few minutes, we would slow down to catch our breath. And at a certain point, we see a white pickup truck driving towards us. Our automatic reaction was, this is a terrorist coming to kill us. Luckily for us, it wasn't a terrorist. It was a man from the town of Patish, the town that we were running towards. He left the safety of his town and he drove towards all of this to try and save innocent lives. And he saved our lives. We all got into the back of his pickup truck. He dropped us off in his town. And I didn't even have time to thank him. As soon as he dropped us off, he turned right back around and went to try to save more lives.
Israel is now at war. That situation there between the countries is precarious, to say the least. But you think you'd feel safer there than in America right now?
Yes. My reasoning for saying that is that in Israel, the army is doing everything they can to protect their people, and they're taking this threat very seriously. But here in the States, I'm not seeing that same reaction. There have been lone wolf attacks. There have been mobs coming after people. There have been protests at schools. Jewish kids were forced to lock themselves in a library because a group of protesters were trying to attack them. And I feel that we as a country, not just as the state of New York, but the whole country is not taking these lone wolf attacks seriously. And when you don't take something seriously, you just show that person weakness, and then they're going to go forward and they're going to do something worse. And I hope that my government doesn't wait until something worse happens in order to start doing something.
How do calls for a ceasefire in Gaza make you feel, particularly when they're not calling for the hostages to be released?
it makes me feel as if all those lives will be lost in vain. The thing about war is that there are no winners.
Natalie, we're all thinking of you. Thank you so much for sharing your story, and we are all praying for a safe return and the best possible outcome.
Thank you.